Hello, class. Today I'm going to talk to you about Northern Oaks Living and Rehabilitation. So, a little bit about the facility. They're a long-term care facility located in Abilene, Texas. There are over 17 long-term care facilities in Abilene, and a certain website ranked them the fourth best city to retire in Texas, 2017. An article by Forbes in 2014 said that Abilene was the second best place in the nation to retire. They take into factors such as airports, hospitals, things of that nature. Northern Oaks provides customized services tailored to perfectly match individual circumstances, and some of these services they provide range from therapy to shopping excursions. I went ahead and posted Northern Oaks' mission statement on the slides, and I wanted to talk to you guys about how they incorporated their mission throughout their entire organization. And most of this is basically the focus is the resident. A little bit about how they incorporate their mission is they hire in-house therapists as opposed to contract therapists. They train these therapists in other realms to continue the rehab after the program. Other skilled nursing facilities will perform cognitive assessments, but at Northern Oaks they do a full life assessment to ensure that whenever they return home that they're functioning at the highest possible level. As far as rewards are concerned, I went ahead and called Northern Oaks because it's not explicitly stated on their website. According to the front office lady, Cindy, there are none to date, but they are under new management and are hopeful moving forward. Cindy also told me that they have a focus on skilled nursing and return rates to the hospital. Other than that, she would not give me any specifics, as I believe that would have been a HIPAA violation. So after digging into it, I found a site that rated the building averages compared to those in Abilene. I found that Northern Oaks was below average on the health inspection and complaints, but they were average when looking at staffing and above average medical care quality measures. So whenever I got onto Medicare.gov, they paint a much different picture. The overall ranking is much below average, and Northern Oaks has paid over $100,000 in fines since 2016. Medicare.gov states that staffing can be an indicator of quality of care, and when we look at Northern Oaks' quality of care with staffing, it's much below the average rating. There was not a single category on the website that Northern Oaks scored above much below average. So they were much below average on every category. I compared other skilled nursing facilities in Abilene, and they all have similar scores, but still that's not comforting when you're talking about leaving a loved one in the city of Abilene. So whenever I started looking for the recent developments on their upper management, I couldn't find anything on the website, and so I went ahead and asked while I was on the phone, and they just hired a new director of nursing and a new administrator at the building. The people I spoke with on the phone, they had a high degree of optimism about the change. So what the upper management does, the administrator oversees the entire building. They ensure that the building is maintaining state and federal compliance. They manage contracts, they keep up with the finances, make sure that the other administrators are the right fit for the job. So the director of nursing, or DON, is what is commonly said in most buildings. They keep up with the timesheet and the scheduling of the nursing staff. They ensure that the patients are safe, and they work with the therapy team to help the resident build and maintain the highest level of functioning ability. So some other administrative positions that you'll see inside of a skilled nursing facility, especially Northern Oaks, is a social worker. What they do is they assess and they work to manage mental health of all the residents coming in and out of the building. They're going to work hand in hand with family members to create a healthy home environment that will ultimately be the best for the resident. They're going to assist and handle the paperwork of discharge planning going back into the community. You also have an assistant DON. You're going to see the assistant DON will act as more of the disciplinary agent under the DON, but they will still assist with staffing and scheduling. The assistant DON also will act in the DON's interest in their absence. Maintenance. You'll see that maintenance personnel will ensure that the building is up to code, safe, and they'll handle issues as they arrive, like leaky faucets, a light bulb goes out, AC unit stops working. You also have the head of housekeeping and the head chef. Those are both very important. You have to have clean linen changed out every day. You can see some dietary issues, like certain residents will need thicker meals than others because they might have a swallowing issue or things of that nature. You will also see treatment nurses, MDS nurse, and charge nurses, and they're all administrative positions, and they're all very important to the functioning of the skilled nursing facility. Next, I'm going to talk to you about employee training. So why is it important? Well, you have safety and industry standards that you have to meet and uphold. There are many hazards in the industry, and these can range from bloodborne pathogens and biological hazards to radioactive material and X-ray hazards. Nursing aides, orderlies, and attendants especially had the highest rates of musculoskeletal disorders of all occupations in 2010. This was cited at 249 per 10,000 workers compared to the rate of all workers in 2010 of 34 per 10,000 workers. The safety standards are highly effective at reducing the extent and severity of work-related injuries and illnesses. This can lead to higher productivity and can save quite a bit of money in compensation costs. So some more about the employee training. I found countless articles and PDFs on OSHA's website that provide guidelines, safety programs, and how to stay up to code on those programs. Some important ones that I found on the website. It's not a comprehensive list, but some in-house services on HIPAA confidentiality, abuse and neglect, reporting prevention, residents' rights, customer service, personal conduct, therapeutic diets, fire safety, infection control, restraint reduction, prevention of falls, and the list just goes on and on. They're all important things that you need to be compliant with and ensure that you're up to date on. So some services provided by Northern Oaks. They seem to really have a focus on in-house therapy services. This seems to be a major benefit compared to a contracted service, as residents get to know their therapists and therapists get to know their resident, vice versa. The whole staff seem to have the same goal of maximum functionality of the residents, and this isn't just whenever they're in the building, this is whenever they go home. And they really focus on comfort and health, and it's a good benefit to have. So their next major service that they provide is they try to have these care plans that involve the entire family. They want to ensure that when the resident leaves, they're still receiving the same level of care and attention and help bridge the gap of moving home and not having that hands-on care anymore. They also provide this outpatient program so that way that the resident can continue the therapy as they need it and they can keep coming in. So Northern Oaks provides an up-to-date calendar on every floor of the building and in every hallway of the building. They really want their patients, or residents rather, to know what's going on any given hour of the day, any day of the week, any day of the month. They just want to have transparency throughout. They offer shuttling services to help with what they call retail therapy. They have scheduled trips to different shopping areas in town. They make sure that everyone knows when those dates in the town are. They also offer several church services to accommodate everyone who wishes to participate. And this doesn't just include one or two denominations. If you tell them that you want a certain denomination, they will work to get that in the building for you. So to really emphasize how much they truly care about the community and not just making profit, they've uploaded a blog onto their website, and they constantly update it with life improvement articles, um, all sorts of things to really make the transition to home better and to help their residents, not just inside of the nursing facility, but also at home or possibly future residents. Um, they also have hourly activities 7 days a week, and they're constantly updating that list of what they do, from cards to board games to lessons on playing an instrument or sewing blankets, things of that nature. So in conclusion, I would say that Northern Oaks is a great place to put your mom or dad, even though their Medicare.gov rating could use some work. It seems that all the skilled nursing facilities in the area have rather low scores. I'm not quite sure why that is, but they do seem like a friendly, fun-loving, warm staff. I would put my mom or dad in that skilled nursing facility. Here are my references. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a great rest of your summer and great rest of the class. Thanks, guys.